Good afternoon, everyone. This is Adrienne from Fame Consulting. Fame stands for Financial Abundance Made Easy. I am your resident CPA. I am an accountant. I help with anything between entity formation, bookkeeping, tax planning, tax prep, and the whole life cycle. I also invest in real estate, so I'm here to give you some tips and tricks to help you save money, make money, and just really kill the finances, right? Okay, so today's topic is the MWBE certification. So I know there's a lot of buzz and it's getting a lot of traction right now, so I want to talk about what the MWBE certification is. Where can you get this certification? Who provides this certification? And how to apply and what are the benefits? I'm going to be focusing on New York State, and then I'll also talk about a few other counties that offer this certification as well. So the MWBE certification. MWBE stands for Minority Women Business Enterprise. So if you are a minority, you're in a minority group, or you have a small business and it's owned by women, this is a certification that you can get with the local and federal government, and it helps to add credibility to your business. It potentially you might be able to get government contracts. It could be federal contracts, local contracts. It was created to help small businesses owned by either minorities or women to get a leg up in for their small businesses. So this will kind of give you a better fighting chance to get some of these contracts, because a lot of these contracts are earmarked for MWBEs or have certain provisions within these federal or local contracts that say, you need to use MWBE certified vendors. So the only way to kind of get in on that pool is to have the certification and, raise your awareness around what's available and what you might potentially qualify for. So if you are interested in becoming certified, I definitely urge you to look into your local and state agencies that are offering this certification. Right now we're looking at New York State. So the URL is up here if you are interested in looking to apply. And I will also drop it in the comments below. So we're looking at the New York State application. So when you go to the New York State contract system, you'll see this is what the website looks like. They have some information and resources where you can learn more. They also offer, online courses or like Zooms where they'll walk you through the whole application process, and you can they offer them several times a month. So you can pick one at your leisure to take it. And this is actually the section where you will go if you are looking to start an application. So you can certify or recertify with New York. You can update your profile. And then, there's system training, upcoming events, and a lot of information here on this website. So again, I will drop this URL in the comments, but I urge you to, check it out. Learn more about the certification and some of its benefits, and see if it's something that would make sense for you. So before we look at the certifying process a little bit, I will show you the directory, right? So if you're going to get this certification, you want to know, well, where will I be listed? What is the benefit of actually being in this program? So this is a second URL. This is actually the directory of New York State registered MWBE entities. So once you do your certification process, you get to be listed in this directory. So someone could come here and say, hey, you know what? I really would love to hire an MWBE, or I have a grant that says I need a vendor who has an MWBE certification. Where can I find such a vendor? So you can always refer to this database, and you could, do some searches to try and figure out, hey, who's in my area, or what types of businesses are out there. So I'm going to just, do some searches here to kind of show you, some of the things that you could search for. So you could say, the business size is less than 100,000. You could say business description. Let's put an accountant. And let's see what we get. So, of course, we have to show them that we are not a robot. And we will click search. All right. So from here, again, my criteria was an accountant with less than 100,000. And this is in New York State. So it's a very short list, and it's 11 entities here. So I'm not affiliated with any of these entities. This search was just, for demonstration purposes. But I do want to show you that in all of New York State, it was 11 firms with 14 certifications found. So if you think of how large New York State is, this really whittled it down to 11 entities. So I don't know what industry everyone is in, but I encourage you to, take a look, drop your industry in there, do a search, and potentially, you might see that it's a very short list for your respective industry, which is good for you, right? So we want to be able to make sure that, we get on these lists so that if people are looking for vendors, we are part of the pool. So I will be working on my certification, just throwing it out there. But I just kind of wanted to show you live, what the search process looks like. And then we can maybe search for contractor. Maybe that's too broad, but we'll see. Let's see what comes up. Maybe you want an MWBE contractor. All right. So this list is a little bit longer. It's 176, but depending on, you could always filter this down by your neighborhood or your region, your city, and find someone close to you that might be an MWBE contractor, if that's someone that you wanted to kind of work with, or if that was a priority for you, or a requirement for a grant that you received, right? So briefly, let's take a look at the certification process. So you will click that link there. You can download, they have a user guide, help you with walking through the process. The application for New York State is pretty long, so I will warn you, but again, the benefits are there. So I encourage you to find support, reach out to an accountant. You can always reach out to me, DM me if you need support with this, but it's the benefits are there, I'm telling you. So you would click option 1 to create an account. Or if you don't have an account, you would log in. If you do have an account, you would log in using your credentials. To get started, you will need your EIN, your tax ID number for your business, your entity name, DBA. You'll answer a few simple questions about your entity, who's going to be the main contact for this application, their information, the business's address, those kind of things. And then you move on to the next phase, which is, setting up, once your password and everything is set, then you'll actually go into the application itself. So for purposes of our video today, I'm just going to kind of talk very broadly about the program. We're not going to actually go through the application today, but I will actually start to do some additional follow-up videos on sections of the application to give everyone who may be working through this application process a little bit of guidance if this is something you are working on alone. So we spoke about New York State, New York State's MWBE certification. There are also other counties. I know Buffalo County and Erie County, they have one. Also Nassau County, Suffolk County, they each have their own certifications. So Nassau County, you actually have to reach out to them to get a copy of the application, but I know Suffolk County, the application is available online. Nassau County's application is administered by the Department of Minority Affairs, but I encourage you to do some research and just look to see who are the local players and who is offering the certification in your area. So that is everything for today. Again, I thank you for tuning in. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. You can always send me a private message. Thank you.